She's perfect. Can't smell anything.
Morning, Joey. How are you?
So I sort of feel like I've failed in what I set out to do with this channel and what I said I was going to do earlier, in that I was going to upload a lot of things this winter, even if it was just short kind of moments of my life, and kind of keep that creative thing going, and that way I can just kind of document things as well as just keep my mind going during this winter time. But I didn't do that because I struggle with the perfectionism part of everything in my life. So when I'm trying to do something, it often gets kind of derailed by the fact that I can't do it exactly the way I have it in my mind right away, or I let that perfectionism thing kind of take over. And it's not something that happens on purpose. It's just something that's always been a struggle for me. I always have to fight with it all the time to just say, let's just do something instead of wait until it's going to end up being perfect. You might also notice that I'm not wearing my glasses, and luckily for me, my eyes are not that bad, so sometimes I actually forget that I'm not wearing them, and then I'm like, why can't I see in the distance very well? Those things are filthy. My other problem is that I just don't feel like there's anything really necessary to film. Of course, I'm just doing regular things around the house, but I'm trying to make things look interesting when everybody does all these things. So how do you film it and kind of take a unique spin on it? But also that everything today is more about how are we telling a story. And with the videos going forward, I think that story is the most important thing, because just filming cool stuff is fun, and seeing different things and different shots and things like that, but you have to tell the story along with it in order to actually keep the audience engaged. And so it's something that's where my perfectionism also comes in, is that I always think, well, the story's not good enough. I'm not telling a good enough story to keep everybody engaged and keep everybody watching. So I'm working on it, and it's always going to be a work in progress, but unfortunately, you just have to do some things and keep practicing in order to get better at it. Friday is cleaning day for me, so we get to have fun with that. Let's have a question for you engineers. Why exactly would you put the exhaust for this thing right out front here, so that as you're vacuuming, everything moves in front of you and it's blowing away? Makes no sense to me, but Joey wants to see exactly what's going on with this thing. He hates vacuums. Well, he loves them, but as soon as it starts, he runs away, but right now he thinks he's going to attack it. Right, so you're going to make fun of me, but this stuff is really good for cleaning a lot of things, especially showers, but it requires me to wear this, and I'll tell you why. Because I have a very good sense of smell in general, and this thing will choke you out completely if you have a sense of smell like I do. So cleaning showers involves me wearing this thing.
Perfect. Can't smell anything.
So another good example of my struggle with perfectionism is a couple months ago, maybe it was only a month ago now, I can't even remember. I went to a friend's house and we recorded one of my new original songs, new as in it's probably about 3 years old, something like that, but there's quite a few songs that I have that I haven't recorded. So I'm trying to get to that over time, but there's so many other things going on that it just doesn't seem to happen very often. But I've been trying to figure out how I was going to put that out. I'd really like to do kind of like a cool music video around it, kind of the whole deal. But music videos are pretty tough to make if you're going to make a whole story around it with acting and all that stuff. So I'm not sure if I can get that done. So I've been dragging my feet because I have this kind of vision for what I want to do, but I'm not sure if I can pull it off or not. And so again, it comes down to the fact that I just need to get going on it. I just need to do something and quit kind of thinking about it and dreaming about it and get something done. So here's a little sneak peek of just a little bit of the song so you can kind of hear it.
She left a note laying by the door, and it said that I can't take it anymore. Sometimes the pain isn't worth the gain. Now she's just one chance too late.
And then I promise you I will put something out in the near future, even if it just means that this song comes out and it just comes out and we don't do anything crazy with it. I will get something out to you, I promise. So I guess the moral of the story is just keep working, just keep fighting. And although we might not ever be completely perfect, it doesn't mean that we can't strive to get there, but just don't let it paralyze you. We'll see you next time.